This is my family, Ethan, Sebastian, and my wife, Todd Sarah. She's back in the room doing a little video there. I love you, babe. And so, Social Media Made Me Rich, this is my flagship book. If you don't have it, you absolutely should have it because it'll help you in many different ways. It'll shortcut your learning. It's featured in Forbes and all these other major media outlets. Social media is taking you to some amazing places, and if you do it right, it can allow you to connect and interact with influencers. And this is one of the bare essentials of marketing. If you can elevate your status in the marketplace, more people will pay attention to you, which allows you to serve. I can do a 2-hour presentation alone just on status elevation, which is sorely needed for what we do. That's Suzanne Summers. Anyone know who this is? Absolutely. Kevin O'Leary is a really nice guy when you're not trying to take his money. Anyone watch Shark Tank? It's a great show. Lots of great business lessons for chiropractors on that show. So if you actually implement these strategies, that's going to allow you to become an influencer, which is what we want. We want to be able to influence and ethically help people do what's best for them. Now, something I need to point out, chiropractic is consistently being undermined in the media. And it's no secret because when you see articles like this that might even have some benefit of chiropractic, what do they always say, either in the headline or somewhere in the body? There's always little things. Should you treat your aching back with a crack? That doesn't sound appealing at all by anyone, including the public, which perpetuates the fear that people have. So understanding how the propaganda game is played allows us to then take those similar concepts and start to ethically influence people to do something that's actually beneficial for their health. But you first have to spot where it's at. That's just one example. So even though you might be featured on CNN, they're still using language that scares the public. The terminology is not by accident either. This is one from Pain Medicine News. Researchers, spinal manipulation for low back pain comparable to NSAIDs. Well, we know it's better. The research proves it's much, much better. But what do they say? They use the word manipulation. Why? Why do they use that? This is a play on words, because the word manipulation sounds a little shady. It has two meanings, not just manipulation of a joint. This is all intentional. Don't expect it to get any better either. This is one of the biggest reasons why chiropractic has a negative brand equity, because the media keeps hammering over and over. Even when we do something right, they're going to say a word that confuses or makes the public scared. So how do you combat the negative press? This is really key. There are 6 proven ways. Write these down. Number 1 is through constant repetition, especially of a unified message. You want to think McDonald's. McDonald's has been constantly blasting the television, the radio, social media, for decades, saying toxic sludge is good for you in a covert way. And people, billions and billions of people understand you go to anywhere, Timbuktu, and they know McDonald's, and they know what their message is. So constant repetition is key. By being the loudest voice with the most certainty, which many speakers have talked about that this weekend, that's another way. Results, testimonials, for sure, absolutely featuring your success stories and your case studies, either offline or online. With peer-reviewed research, and there is a lot of peer-reviewed research in terms of chiropractic, even featured at Harvard. By elevating your status in the community, I wish I had 2 hours to go over that alone, and by fusing those 5 things with Facebook advertising, which we're going to discuss. Why Facebook ads? It is the platform, and like I said, Facebook is limiting your distribution. Just go on your Facebook fan page and check your Insights tab, and you might be shocked to see that your text posts or your video posts are getting filtered, and very few people are actually seeing them. So we have to promote using Facebook's platform. If you don't, like this, an echo chamber. It's not that people don't like your stuff, no one's hearing your stuff. Listen, I'll be the first to say, it feels really, really good when you post something on Facebook and you get 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000 likes. That's a pretty good feeling. And if you post something on Facebook and you get 0 likes, well, maybe it wasn't great content. But it's deeper than that. The targeting is unparalleled with Facebook advertising. Facebook's actually like a national security agency. They literally know where you go, what you buy online, which we can use that as marketers and advertisers to connect with our ideal patient who we want to serve in the office. It's really powerful stuff. I typically recommend having 80% content-based marketing and And then 20% direct response, which means that we want to try to bring people in now because we run a business. We don't have all this money to spend on branding like McDonald's has done for decades and decades, but we can use direct response components as well. There are 8 types of Facebook ads to run. Actually, I'm going to over-deliver, so I said 7 in the beginning, but there are 8 types of Facebook ads to run. So make sure you write these down. Number 1 are what are called ethical bribes. This is essentially where you might create a free report, a cheat sheet or guide, where you're giving it out for free online, and in exchange, you're asking for a name and an email where to send it. If you've been on Facebook, you have probably seen some of my ethical bribes, because I want to get you on my list so I can better serve you and eventually become a client because I know it will change your life. Free quizzes. Anyone seen those quizzes floating around on Facebook? Take the quiz, you answer 2 or 3 questions, and what happens? You have to enter your name and email to get the results. It's a very easy, simple form of these ethical bribes. Free video training series. That's another example. The act of giving something away always creates goodwill. Number 2, videos. Helpful content or demonstration pieces. This is very, very key. So think in terms of what a prospective patient needs in their daily life. I had one of my clients create a video about how to get up out of bed in the morning without wrecking your spine, or how to shovel snow without herniating your disc. Simple, actionable stuff that will help that person, the average person that does this every day, how to garden. I mean, you could 2 quick stretches for sciatica pain. The topics are endless that you could do, but as you create these demonstration pieces, this is like giving a big hug to the community. Adjustment videos, if done right. Most doctors do this completely wrong. You never want to just have a silent adjusting video. You never want to just allow people to think for themselves or assume what's going on. You have to be very educational about this. If you're even thinking about doing an adjusting video, we need to talk first. Patient testimonials. Absolutely. You want to feature your testimonials on Facebook and promote them all the time. So as you acquire new fans, they need to be featured. Educational videos with doctors speaking and or live videos. Some of your videos just might be with you in the office, they might be at home, they could be in Costa Rica. Take people on a journey with you. That's how you become relatable and they connect. I shoot videos wherever I go. Number 3, blog posts and research. This is another way to give a big hug to the community. Sending out something just because. Maybe you give a blog post titled, 3 things every parent must know about child scoliosis, and you promote that to your community. That's just a great piece of article. Piece of content that you want to send to the community that features you in a positive light. The same thing with a free report. 5 questions every person must know before choosing a chiropractor, or before you undergo dangerous back surgery, read this first. Research, and again, I pointed out that Harvard, many major medical journals have featured chiropractic in there, or even chiropractic research. Ads that target previous and current patients. Let me see a show of hands. You know you can upload your email list to Facebook and target your patients with content or ads? You know that? Let me see a show of hands if you do. Not very many people at all. So instead of sending snail mail newsletters to all of your patients, why not upload directly to Facebook and then get in touch with them? Post a great piece of content, or if you're having a patient appreciation day, if you want to do a reactivation campaign, you can easily do that. And I have tutorials on how to do that in Social Media Elite, my flagship training. Workshops. I've got a lot of clients that will do dinner workshops, lunch and learns, condition-specific workshops. You can utilize Facebook advertising for all of those. Messenger ads. This is another powerful, newer form of Facebook advertising, where you create a conversation in the Messenger inbox with people. Retargeting ads. I'm not going to get too sophisticated on this, but let's say you put up a video about child scoliosis on Facebook. Did you know that you can actually turn right around and target those people that viewed your video for 50% of the time? That's a